Welcome to the Ninja X Show. Today's topic, the problem with schools today. So I've been watching a couple of videos relating to the problems with the schools. A lot of it involves being bullied in school. But what triggers the bullying? Well, one example of what triggers kids to being bullied and made fun of is the way you dress. If you dress in something that looks like you bought it from a thrift store, kids will make fun of you. If there's a strict dress code, expect to be made fun of if you're forced to wear a potato sack. These dress codes are worse for females than they are for males, so anything too tight is considered too revealing, according to the school's dress code. They have a few other restrictions, just watch the clips.
Shirt. Tonight, it is at the center of a controversy. A straight-A high school student says this outfit got her suspended for 2 weeks, and now she won't be able to graduate despite having multiple scholarship offers. NBC.
A school district's dress code is creating even more controversy tonight for a middle school student.
The girl's parents are fighting back after a third day of being told their daughter's pants are just too tight. Call 6 Investigates. Kara Kenny joins us now.
What to wear the first week of school is usually a pretty big decision, but one mother says she had to pull her daughter out of school to change her clothes after 3 different outfits did not pass staff judgment calls.
KXAN's Lauren Kravitz shows us the frustration stemming from the fashion gray areas in the Hutto ISD dress code.
They said that the shorts were too short. I said, okay, well, I'll bring you up some leggings to put under your shorts. I was told that that was still out of dress code.
So Rachel Grassity brought a third outfit to her daughter at Farley Middle School in Hutto.
She had on this tank top that covered the sports bra and any skin, and she had this over it.
Rachel thought she was definitely following the rules this time. The dress code says a student wearing spandex or leggings must have a top that covers to the child's fingertips. This shirt does, but Rachel says staff told her it was unacceptable.
So yes, a strict dress code does lead to bullying and other problems for the student. But there's another problem with the school that leads to bullying. Teachers brainwashing their students with anti-white racism. That's not very educational at all. Teachers shouldn't be getting away with this crap. That's not all. Alt-left teachers are pushing SJW propaganda on students. This led to a couple of students being bullied simply for pledging to the flag. These kids were called KKK and Nazis because they didn't kneel. Teachers pushing their political views on students is wrong and has nothing to do with education. When I was in school, none of this crap happened. It seems to only happen nowadays ever since 2008. Here's a couple of clips to show exactly what I'm talking about.
The school he came from really did not engage in a lot of anti-bias or multicultural activities. And so when, it was his turn, he just said, I'm white, and why not? He didn't have another name for it yet. And the children's immediate reaction was to sort of jump on him.
Nobody's white.
Okay, nobody is white.
See, nobody's white like this.
Right, nobody's white like the floor, and nobody's white like this.
He's white.
Okay, so why can you say he's not white? What does that mean to you when he says he's white?
It means to me when he says he's white, he's like white like socks.
Oh, okay. Darby, what do you mean when you say you're white?
I have light skin.
Do you have light skin? Hold your hand out next to Jordan's.
White or white?
Okay. So let's compare your skin, Darby, to the lid of this paint. Is this lid white? Is your arm that color?
No.
No. And that's why Kenny said you're not white. He didn't mean that you didn't have light skin, because you do, right? That we were, instead of saying that any person was white, we were going to actually call them the color of the skin that they are. So what we're going to do is find out what color your skin is, okay? Is that all right? Let's try peach for Darby.
Peach alone.
Give it a minute here.
I can try it.
Do we have a peach kid?
I can't see it.
Are you a peach?
I can see it.
What it does is it focuses every eye on that child. And it makes them feel great for exactly who they are. Darby especially.
Yeah, this video really upsets me because this teacher is basically allowed to demoralize and shame that white student because he's white, and it's perfectly acceptable in the mainstream. Okay, you know what? That's child abuse, what that woman is doing. And not only that, she's a liar.
Me and him got called KKK, Nazi, and we just kept on getting bullied that whole day.
2 students at a Metro Atlanta elementary school say they were singled out for what they did during the Pledge of Allegiance. And now a teacher at that very same school is apologizing for her comments regarding her refusal to stand during the national anthem.
CBS 46's Natalie Rubino spoke to one of the 10-year-olds and got her hands on a copy of 2 letters sent home to parents today. It is a story you will only see here on CBS 46.
The Orr's elementary school teacher has left parents angry and is now explaining her actions after controversial assignment regarding taking a knee during the national anthem. On Tuesday morning at Orr's elementary school, 10-year-old Jason Newberry did what he and his classmates do every other morning in homeroom.
Nobody put their hand over their heart and said me and one other little boy, and we said the Pledge of Allegiance.
Then the name calling began.
Me and him got called KKK, Nazi, and we just kept on getting bullied that whole day.
It wasn't until his second period teacher showed them a news clip of NFL players kneeling that Jason realized the present controversy surrounding the flag.
She made her own poll on paper, passed it out to all her students to see what they thought was right or wrong about taking a knee.
But it's not the assignment that has his parents upset. It's what the teacher told students before assigning the work.
Teacher said that she'll never stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and that if she did stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, then she wouldn't really mean it.
Newberry says she and her husband never discussed the NFL taking a knee protest with her 10-year-old, and adds it's not a teacher's job to press their beliefs on students.
These are our kids. We should be able to instill our values in them, not her.
A spokesperson for Griffin-Spalding School District tells me the assignment was supposed to be a lesson on First Amendment rights, but wouldn't say if the teacher was disciplined for her comments. In a letter sent home to parents today, the teacher wrote, "I apologize for expressing my views to my students. I recognize that while this was not a one-sided lesson, the topic itself and the expression of my views were not appropriate. My intentions were well-meaning." Newberry says she wants her son to feel included at school and wants the students who bullied him to be disciplined. Tomorrow, some parents plan to stand in unity with their children in front of the school's flagpole when the national anthem is said over the loudspeaker. In Spalding County, Natalie Rubino, CBS 46 News.
So as you can tell, teaching anything that's not relevant to our education only causes problems. Strict dress codes, alt-left teachers brainwashing students with SJW propaganda is wrong. I am so sick and tired of our school system teaching garbage to our students. They wonder why there are school shootings? If a kid gets bullied, of course there's going to be a school shooting. The only way to prevent that from happening is if you do something to prevent bullying. How do you prevent students from being bullied? Lay off the strict dress codes because some kids prefer to dress cool. Lay off on brainwashing students with SJW propaganda. Teachers have no right shoving their political views down students' throats. Anyways, if you feel as strongly as I do about this subject, please share this video. Get the word out because more people need to be aware of the problems the schools are causing. We must fight this problem and open people's eyes to what is going on. We shouldn't have to go through another terrible tragedy, especially if it can be prevented. That's all I have to say. Tune in next time for more truth, logic, and common sense.